To measure the hub, we need to separate the washer nut. This hub is 135 millimeters. We use it as 150 millimeters by adding washers because
Hub
the old
axle
length
width
is wider. Drive side, 50 millimeters.
Drive side to flange.
Non-drive side, 45 millimeters confirmed.
Non-drive side to flange.
It's too big. Measure the widest distance between the holes.
Drive side flange diameter.
Flange drive side diameter is 225.
Non-drive side flange diameter. Number of spokes.
Some rims may display ERD information. It may be difficult to obtain information from the manufacturer's website or point of purchase.
Rim diameter,
This method is used when there is no ERD rim information available. We will use gravity. We begin measuring the inner diameter of the rim from the valve hole. Insert the nipple onto the spoke in the direction of the head. Insert the nipple into the hole. Now mark the section where the nipple protrudes with a marker pen. Use vernier calipers. The measurement is 3.5 millimeters. Measuring the inner diameter of the rim becomes very easy. ERD equals 3.5 by 2 plus inner diameter of the rim. Add 7 millimeters. ERD equals 3.5 by 2 plus 560 equals 567 millimeters.
Effective rim diameter. Spokes racing pattern. Select spoke lacing pattern.
Spoke length calculation is complete. Measurement is complete. Generally, the standard method for fitting spokes onto a flange is the cross pattern, where the spokes are inserted alternately from left to right. If the rim is too small or the hub flange is too large, the spokes will only be installed in one direction, from out to in on the flange. We widen the hole to use the 12-gauge nipple. We will start wheel building. We mark the valve on the rim with tape. Next, let's check the spoke installation sequence. First, install the spoke from flange side A out to in direction. It's difficult to insert the spoke because the distance between the flanges is narrow. This hub motor also has narrow flange distance. Right. Place the hub on the wheel truing stand. Please tighten the motor nut to secure it. Insert it like this. This method is convenient. Install the spokes. I've tried several methods, but this production method was the easiest. This is next to the valve hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave the thread. Jump 3 holes and install the nipple. Install the spoke in the fourth hole. It's not going in well. The first pattern is complete. Let's proceed to the next step. In the second step, install the spokes on flange side B, out to in. Slightly longer spokes are used here. Always work based on the valve hole. It's okay to bend it a little when inserting it. If you tension it during assembly, it will straighten out. The spokes for the rear wheel are thicker, so they don't go in well. Good. Install it below the initial spoke. The production method is usually the same for bicycle hubs. It's a little difficult to insert the spokes. It's okay to bend the spokes a little when installing them. Don't bend the spokes too much. All the other position spoke nipples should be outside the rim for easy installation. Insert it next to the initially installed spoke. Straighten out the bent spokes. Install it in the adjacent position of the initially installed spoke. Tighten the nipple slightly. Jump 3 holes and install it. Repeat the pattern. It's okay to place the spokes first and install the nipples later. Install the spokes by jumping 1 hole at a time. Install the spoke in the 4th position. The second pattern is complete. It's turned 1 full circle. In the 3rd step, install the spokes on flange side A, out to in. For the final step, install the spokes on the flange side B, out to in direction. This pattern is actually not necessary if you install all the spokes onto the rim before assembling it. In order to make the installation process easier to explain, the pattern is provided. As you install the spokes, they may get caught on other spokes. It's caught here again. What should you do? It's okay to bend the spokes. Even if the spokes are bent, they will straighten out when tension is applied. Please arrange all the spokes in the out direction. Range in a non-overlap pattern. The 12G spokes are thick, so they will bend a bit. Also, install the spokes on the opposite flange. Install all the spokes onto the flange. alternating between the left and right sides and fitting the spokes onto the flange. Do it like this. We're alternating between the left and right sides and fitting the spokes onto the flange.
끼워서 이렇게 해서
Install this side like this too.
자, 이렇게요.
Done. All the spokes have been arranged on the outside. Now, rotate the hub with the spokes installed in the opposite direction of the valve hole to create a cross pattern. When the bike wheel spokes cross, the last spoke that meets does not simply pass by, but needs to be overlapped and connected to make a sturdy wheel. However, electric bike spokes are very thick, so they just pass by without overlapping. This is the only difference between electric bike and regular bike wheel spoke building. It's a one-cross non-overlap pattern. It's difficult to do a cross pattern because the spokes are thick and not very elastic. It's a bit weak on the side bending, but there's no problem because the spokes are thick. It's a non-overlap pattern.
밀지는 않았습니다.
We complete one left-right pattern each.
그래서 이렇게 펴주시고 여기도 좀 심어주겠죠?
Straighten any bent spokes during installation. Press and spread it like this. The pattern has been completed. Align the wheel. It has been installed. We will start the next task. Using a spoke wrench, you should be able to determine the start and end of wheel rotation while tightening the nipples. Attach a sticker-like tag to the spoke next to the rim valve hole. To tighten the spoke nipple, turn it clockwise. Tighten all the nipples while leaving a 1 mm spoke thread. Firstly, we will explain the principle behind adjusting the rim left and right. By tightening the right drive side spoke nipple, the rim will move to the right. Conversely, tightening the left non-drive side spoke nipple will move the rim to the left. It is important to note that over-tightening the left spoke nipple can cause the rim to move too far. Releasing the nipple will cause the rim to move in the opposite direction. In summary, the principle is that the tension power balance of the left and right spokes moves the rim and aligns it to the center. We're straightening out the spokes that got bent during installation. I bent the spoke too much. We're straightening out the spokes that got bent during installation. Alignment by tightening the nipples. We've reached the target tension of about 80%. Using a dishing tool during work can save time. They're the same. There's a significant difference in the rim's left-right balance. We adjust the tension starting from the spoke that touches the truing arm. We'll focus on tightening the right spokes. We only adjust up to 1 millimeter on the left and right sides. Turn the nipple counterclockwise on the left side. We need to align the wheel center. Secondly, let's take a look at how to align the rim up and down. By tightening the peripheral nipples together, the rim will move towards the hub. To move the rim in small increments, tighten or loosen the nipples at least 360 degrees. Loosening the surrounding nipples together will cause the rim to move away from the hub. Vertical alignment of the rim only works when the left and right spoke tensions are adjusted together. After left-right alignment, we do vertical alignment. Vertical alignment takes a lot of time. We've reached the target tension of 90%. After completing vertical alignment within 0.5 millimeters, we start dishing. When assembling wheels, the center can become slightly misaligned due to errors in the wheel truing stand. To correct this, a tool called a wheel alignment gauge, or centering gauge, is used. First, let's set up the dishing tool on the non-drive side. Attach the gauge securely without any gaps. Now, fix the gauge in place. Move the dishing tool to the opposite position. The measurement shows a gap of about 4 millimeters. To calculate the rim displacement distance, 4 millimeters division by 2 equals 2 millimeters rim displacement distance. Now, we only need to move the rim by 2 millimeters. Adjust the position of the rim by tightening the left nipple once and loosening the opposite nipple once. This will allow the rim to move without changing the tension of the spokes. Before starting the job, label the spokes and check the starting and ending positions to ensure accuracy. Start the inspection again from the beginning. There should be no gap on the drive side, and if the measurement distances on both sides are equal, the rim is perfectly centered. This side has the same spacing too.
됐습니다. 이쪽도
This side has the same spacing too.
어짜.
It's perfect. Let's install the wheel. We added washers to adjust the distance between the disc brake rotor. Adding washers changed the center. It fits perfectly on this side. This side went in a bit more. Let's align the center left-right again. Check the rim center. It's perfect.
예. 공격해보겠습니다.
It matches the C-post suspension line. That's correct. It was perfect on the dishing tool too. Let's install the rim tape. Install the rim tape from the valve hole.
눌러줍니다.
Make sure the tape is centered. Rotate it onto the rim to install it. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment, as it would greatly help in making more videos. Thank you for watching.